How's it going, everybody? Today we are checking out the Gloom in the Corner, New Order. Now, I've never actually listened to this band before, but I've seen other people, other reactors check out this band. I think it's the track Ronin, if I'm not mistaken. That sounds familiar. But I'm pretty sure they're like a metalcore band from Australia. That's about all I know, though. So I'm really curious to hear what this sounds like. And without further ado, let's get right into it.
There's not enough. We support that lie. God sees no forgiveness. Nor did he see me, blood eagle on the cross. Sheds the blood of man, but man shall his blood be shed. God made man in his image. Will I see all
It's interesting back and forth.
and we're looking from anything. You thought you'd kill me because you thought you had a chance. Because the good book said that I'm not your follow man. You say what goes around, comes around.
Oh,
You say what goes around, comes around. You say what goes around, comes
that was a turn.
You see what goes around, comes around. You see what goes around, comes around. You see what goes around, comes around. Going to hell, and I'll see you on the way down. That's my king, long live his soul. Coveting me for breathing fire, breaking bold. Led us to a haven where we could rest our heads. A haven of angels, all those beaten down. For years we battled with the ones who kept us down. The foundation was crumbling, an echo you sent the crown. Giving it to the people, law and order storm the ground. We crushed our foe, but lost alive. There's a old friend of mine, for what it's worth. I'm higher now than the flames we made to burn him down. You say what goes around, comes around.
Such a weird combo.
You say what goes around, comes around. Going to hell, and I'll see you on the way down. You wanna go where you gotta live. When the world's on burn, so destroy and bring you down. You say what goes around, comes around. The time is coming, I am burning you fucking down. Call us beasts, you call us swine, with tongues of daggers.
For some reason, this is like metalcore Imagine Dragons. That sounds bad, but to be clear, this is 10 million times better than anything Imagine Dragons will ever drop, so.
has come. The orders come to push you down.
You say what goes around, comes around. You say what goes around, comes around. You say what goes around, comes around. Going to hell, and I'll see you on the way down. We're higher now than the mortals that brought us down.
Ooh. Okay. Damn. Ending gave me a little bit of stank face there. The Gloom in the Corner, New Order. That was such an interesting combo, but like it went hard, I'm gonna be honest. So I was kind of cracking up during this, like just kind of in the back of my head, because when they weren't going, with the crazy low tune guitars and everything, all I could hear was Believer by Imagine Dragons. I was like, first things first, I'ma say, like, dude, just exactly. Like, I'm telling you, go back, listen to that again, and tell me that doesn't sound like Believer by Imagine Dragons. Fill in the lyrics there exactly. Like, I'm not dissing the band. I think it's actually a really creative way to go from that sound and just completely like just tilt it on its head and go to this really low tune, just genty, absolutely disgusting tone on these guitars. I mean, it's like Loathe how they just have the baritone guitar and it's like stupidly low tuned. That's kind of what it reminds me of. I always bring everything back full circle to Loathe just because I absolutely love that band. And I find there's a lot of bands recently that have kind of been taking inspiration maybe from them, or maybe it's just kind of the whole metalcore scene as a whole, inspiring everybody. But yeah, this is actually a really neat track. Um, I like the vocals. I like how they go between the two sounds and going from just kind of the like weird chanty, really like ominous thing going on during the Imagine Dragons part, and then going on full scream. Just oh, it's so tasty. I'll have to check again. I think it said Taylor Barber from Left to Suffer was a feature in this track. I think that's what it said. I'm gonna check this really quick. I don't want to be saying the wrong things. Yes, New Order featuring Taylor Barber of Left to Suffer. Okay, and then they have an upcoming LP called Trinity coming out October 28th. All right. Wow. I'm gonna have to listen to that because this is actually like one of the more just like weird songs I've heard from the metalcore scene in the last little bit. Just that mixture. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if I've ever really heard anything that sounds like this before, having those two ideas just thrown together like that, but not meshing together, more like just separate parts, the huge juxtaposition kind of thing. Definitely, lyrically wise, I didn't pay attention to the lyrics or anything, but it is obviously referencing a lot of, religious things and probably like Christianity, stuff like that. I don't know if it's just that or like all organized religion as a whole, because I mean, the song is called New Order. So yeah, I actually decided to go back and check the lyrics and see what they're talking about in this track. And that's when I realized that this band actually has their own set of like lore that they're following throughout all these singles and potentially their entire discography. I'm not really positive on that. But yeah, it's really interesting. It's talking about like, let's see, what are the characters? Elias de Graver and Atticus Ency. And I'm assuming there's probably other characters too and other tracks and stuff because it sounds like an ongoing story. Actually, kind of like what bands like Dance Gavin Dance have done, and then Viltjarta is a really good example. It's like one of my favorite bands like ever. But yeah, I really like when bands go for like an ongoing story, like a saga. Which I should clarify. I believe Dance Gavin Dance they only do that for part of the album. I don't think the entire album is an ongoing story. So that might not be the best example, but I know Viltjarta, Maceden and Maceden Unervaten are both following the same storyline and a lot of the same musical motifs. So I don't know if the Gloom in the Corner does something similar with their music where they kind of, go back to certain riffs or certain sounds because it like evokes a certain emotion or like something that's happening in the story or like a callback, that kind of thing. But yeah, now I'm really curious to hear what the rest of this discography sounds like. Excuse me. Because yeah, I love these like ongoing story type of bands. It's just really neat. And I think it's a whole new level of creativity, if I'm being honest. Like writing your own story from scratch and making music out of it is just absolutely mind blowing to me. I don't even know where to begin. But yeah, what'd you guys think about this track? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Leave a comment down below. And if you have any recommendations, you can leave that down below as well. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and as always, you guys take it easy.